you are going to introduce me and then you're just going to come
Yes.
up with a
Yeah, yeah.
discussion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you don't need anything from me besides to answer your questions then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. Shall we start?
What's that?
Shall we start?
Oh, yes. Yep. Can you
Okay.
hear me good and everything?
Sorry?
I said, can you hear me good?
Perfect, perfect. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No way. Hey everyone, welcome back to Healthy Mind, Healthy Life. I'm your host Avik, and as always, I'm here to explore the intersections of mindset, resilience, and success because we all know that a healthy mind leads to a healthier and more fulfilled life. So today I'm beyond excited to introduce you to a powerhouse of inspiration, someone whose story is nothing short of remarkable. Joining us today is Tara Zalulski. So welcome to the show, Tara.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Lovely, lovely. So Tara, like before we start our conversation, I'd quickly love to introduce you to all of our listeners. Dear listeners, Tara is a serial entrepreneur, real estate investor, a community builder who's turned her personal trauma into a mission to create generational wealth and transform entire neighborhoods. So, Tara's journey is a testament to resilience, grit, and the power of purpose. From overcoming PTSD and life's toughest challenges to revitalizing communities and empowering people through entrepreneurship, she is living proof that no matter how hard life hits, you can build something extraordinary out of the rubble. So, grab your coffee, tea, or any beverage you like, your notebook, or just tune in with an open mind because we are diving deep into the entrepreneurship, personal development, and the faith driven journey to the success. So, welcome to the show again, Tara.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I'm said, welcome to the show, Tara.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for
Yeah,
having me
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. So, Tara, I mean, you have openly shared that your path to the success wasn't a smooth one. So, if you can tell us about the moment you decided to rebuild your life and what sparked that decision.
The moment I decided to change my life was actually after I had my son.
Okay.
I think I was always working towards that, but I didn't really have great direction. And once I had him, I knew that, I wanted life to be different. And I didn't
Mhm.
know exactly what that looked like, but, I wanted it to be different for him than it was for me.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. And so like uh, when you said that, hearing that is so powerful. So was it a particular event or maybe the realization that come gradually over time?
Yeah, so for me, the particular was the birth of him, but
Mm.
after that, I decided to get God into my life.
Mhm.
And so that, sparked different changes within me and growth within myself. I
Mhm.
had already been working on a business and in the business at that point. I actually owned a cell phone store. So I had already started my entrepreneurship journey.
Mhm.
And things just grew from there of knowing that I wanted to be in real estate and working towards that goal.
Okay. Okay. And I mean, many of us face challenges, but you have turned yours into a foundation for the transformation. Not just for yourself, but for others, definitely. But
Mhm.
that brings me to the next question, or maybe you can say next thing, which is coming to my mind, is that what role did faith and mindset play in helping you rise from the trauma to become a force for the change?
I think the role that it played was really changing my own mindset
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that even though we all are going to go through struggles, none of us are,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I don't know how I want to word it, but none of us are prevalent to not, have any type of hardships in our life. I think we all
Okay.
go through them in different ways. And it's just really how you use them to propel you either, into the future and create a life that's not just surviving, but you're actually thriving. You're not
Mm-hmm.
just doing the day to day. Was what just really helped me. I think mindset, really digging deep and getting in there and figuring out yourself, your passions, your purpose in life is what was really helpful to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you mentioned that you have revitalized communities through real estate. So, that's such an incredible way to create impact. So, what inspired you to focus on the real estate as a tool for the change?
So we haven't revitalized communities. We are in the middle of revitalizing a community currently.
Okay.
So it's a community that's low income, uh, not a lot of businesses in the area. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
homes have been torn down.
Yeah.
I think over 300 homes, and they're anticipating tearing down 300 more homes. So we
Mm-hmm.
have gone into this community and we've been rehabbing the homes that, are debilitated and an eyesore for the community.
Mm-hmm.
And through that, we either flip them where, a homeowner is able to purchase them, or we have also created some rentals for the community. So that's kind of step one in our process. And we've been doing that for a couple years now, and we've done 50 homes thus far. And then
Mm-hmm.
step two in our journey is getting into the high school, the local high school, and being able to teach the juniors and seniors about budgeting, about how to buy a home, about their credit and passive income, real estate investing, a lot of different life skills that I wish I would have learned whenever I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that that will set up these juniors and seniors for success in the future, whatever they want to do with that, right? Do they just want to buy their own personal home, or maybe they want to create some passive income?
Mm-hmm.
And then the third step is we're just getting into the community itself and
Yeah.
visiting different centers. And we're truly finding out, what does the community need? How can we help? How can we bring value? And how can we also be a resource within the community? Because
Mm-hmm.
we're not, I know people look at generational wealth as, I think the first thought they have is, oh, okay, you have to be like a millionaire. And you don't have to be a millionaire. Generational wealth is different to each person. So
Mm-hmm.
for one person, this could mean my family's never owned a home, and I'll
Mm-hmm.
be the first person to purchase a home in my family that then I'll be able to pass on to the generations in my family, that are to come.
Uh-huh.
So it's as little or as big as you want to make it, but we really want to change the mindsets of an entire community to know that they can achieve these goals no matter where they've come from, or what money they have, or their family, or what people before them have done. It really comes down to who you are and what you believe and what you want for your life.
Okay. So building generational wealth is a recurring theme in your work. So it's such an important yet often overlooked topic. So how do you define how do you define it? I mean, what are the practical advice do you have for people who want to break that generational curse and start building it?
I think that, depending on what your goal is you have to set that goal and then you have to work backwards from it. How do you achieve that? So, really it's the overarching picture, and then how do I daily, weekly get to that goal that I
Mm.
want?
Okay. 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 And I mean, so what are some of the biggest misconceptions people have about wealth building, especially when starting from a place of struggle?
So I think the biggest misconceptions is, all of us are instilled
Mm,
from the time we're born until, wherever you're at, different beliefs. So I think you really
mm,
have to figure out what your beliefs are and not just what other people told you or what you've seen in your life or what your family has accomplished.
mm,
I think a lot of people think that if they don't come from money or they don't have the knowledge or know-how, whatever it may be, we tell ourselves a bunch of different lies of why we can't achieve something versus looking at it and saying, how can I?
mm. Okay. And your story is definitely filled with hard work, integrity, resilience. But I imagine that there were moments when it all felt overwhelming. So how do you manage those moments of doubt or the burnout?
Yeah, so of course, things don't turn out the way you want or the way you anticipated, and then you start to doubt. And to give an example of this is, me and my brother started a construction company. We both had quit our full-time jobs in January of 2020, and we started our construction company, and then we all know what happened after that was COVID hit in March of 2020 and we were shut down immediately as a non-essential business. So you can imagine at that time we were thinking, did we make a mistake? Are we not supposed to be doing this? Why did we just quit our full-time jobs, a couple months ago? We weren't able to get any funding or any help or anything of that nature through COVID in the months that we were shut down. But I think, whenever you know something or you believe in something, you're passionate about it, you feel it's your purpose and what you're supposed to be doing, you honestly sometimes just have to keep pushing forward. And I don't mean the motivation part of it because there's going to be a lot of days when you're not motivated. I think it's more of the discipline part of it, of knowing this is where I'm supposed to be and this is what I'm supposed to do. So you keep doing those habits and staying consistent and disciplined and moving forward through those tough times. Because, even though we were shut down for months, within that first year, we were still able to make $700,000 in revenue, which I thought was really good given that we had never
Mm.
run a construction company before. And we also had to fight through the months of COVID where we weren't even allowed to work.
Okay, understood. Lovely. And so, if you could give one piece of advice to someone listening right now who feels stuck or unsure of their next step, what would you say?
I would say that there's a lot of resources out there. So if they're feeling stuck or, not
Mm,
sure what to do next, go to the person that you know is successful in that one thing that you're looking to do. With all the resources of AI and Instagram and Facebook and all these places, right? I'm sure that they have some type of mentor or person that they look up to. And I would just reach out to them, and ask them,
mm.
hey, what would you do if you were in my position? What would be the next 5 steps that you would take, or maybe 10 steps that you would take um, to get that needle moving forward for them.
Yeah. Okay. Great, lovely. That's really, really awesome. Thank you, Tara, for sharing your story, your insights, and your heart with us today. And it's clear that your work is changing lives, and not just through the homes you revitalize or wealth you help others build, but through the hope you inspire in people who might otherwise feel powerless. So, for the listeners, I hope that you have taken so much of inspirations from Tara's journey as I have. And always remember that no matter where you are starting from, resilience, faith, and a clear purpose can guide you to extraordinary heights. So, as always, do not forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And together, we can inspire more people to lead healthy minds and the healthy lives. So until next time, stay curious, stay resilient, and stay inspired. This is your host, Avik, signing off. Thank you so much. Hey Tara, it's